What's up YouTube, S&KGamingg here, bringing you something that I haven't done for any of the leagues so far that I'm doing. This is actually the third league we're in. We now join the UPC, which is the Ultimate Pokemon Conference, which consists of a lot of people that are in the ABA, but a couple of new people too. I don't know why I joined a third league. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I really wanted to do another draft. This league sounded like a lot of fun because you actually get to get an Uber's Pokemon, which is, you know, awesome. And plus I just really like battling, and the PEL, which I haven't had a video up for 2 weeks, but that's because 1 week we had a bye, and then this week I just didn't feel like recording it because I just didn't feel like doing it. So we're in 3 leagues now, but one of them is a showdown league and the other one's a Wi-Fi, and I just want another Wi-Fi battle league. I really wanted to get some battles up on the channel because I really like doing that. So anyways, we are now we're still the Chesapeake Charizards. So this is our third league as the Chesapeake Charizards, and like I said, it's the UPC, and I'm just gonna go through our bonds that we picked up during the draft. I think we have a really solid team. We're bringing some definite power to the league. The draft format was a point system like they did in the GBA this year. I don't know if they did that last year, but that's how they did it in the GBA this year. That's how the guy set it up. It was kind of weird just because you weren't going by, you had tiers, but it wasn't like, okay, this is our Uber tier pick. You could pick, you know, and then here's our OU pick. Like, you could pick from whatever tier you wanted whenever you wanted, but you had a point system, and once you used up your points, you couldn't, like, you were done. And each tier was worth a different amount of points. And so like I said, we were able to get Ubers, and we'll start with our Ubers, and we won't go in the draft format as to like how I draft, or like when I drafted them. I'll just go Uber, OU, UU, RU, NU, and just to make it a little easier. So we'll start with our Ubers, and for our Uber Pokemon, we got the champion, Mega Gengar. I love Mega Gengar. He is too good. There's a reason he's Ubers, guys. There's a reason he's Ubers. Shadow Tag with that speed and that special attack is going to be a threat because they basically have to build their team every week around countering Mega Gengar, because if I switch in on them, I'm switching in because I know I can either one hit or I can get it close enough to where I can live it hit and then hit back. So I mean, they basically have to counter Mega Gengar every week because Shadow Tag they can't switch out. So I mean, if I switch in, oh, by the way guys, check out the cool shirt. It's from the level up box for October. I didn't actually have a level up box. I'm planning on doing that soon, which will be something on the channel that me and my girlfriend are going to do. But I ended up buying this off of eBay, and that's why it's a large and not a medium. But it is what it is. I think it looks good. I like it. Anyways, so yeah, I drafted Mega Gengar just because, in my opinion, he's the best Pokemon in Ubers that has a non-Mega form that isn't Ubers. So like, of course, you know, Rayquaza is better than him, of course. You know, like the Deoxys of different forms are better in their function than Gengar. But I didn't want to use a legendary just because Uber legendaries are kind of cheap. I was debating on Mega Metagross, but I like standard Metagross better because you can choice band him, and it's a lot better in my opinion. So anyways, going into our OU picks, we have our first one, the one that we have drafted on every team that we have ever used, Talonflame. He has a special place in my heart. He always will. He puts in a lot of work every week for every league, and I just couldn't, you know, I couldn't not draft him. You know, he was actually, I'm actually surprised I got these 2 picks. I actually expected Mega Gengar, Mega Salamence, and Mega Kangaskhan to go in the first round, and no one drafted Mega Salamence, which really surprised me. And I think Kanga went in the first round, but Mega Metagross didn't even go until the last round. But it was weird. It was a weird draft. So anyways, we did get Talonflame just because he's priority Brave Bird is just too good. You know, I mean, it's the best priority move in the game. Stealth Rocks are going to be an issue, as they always are when you have Talonflame on a team, but you know, I honestly think that, you know, we've used Talonflame enough times that we aren't bothered by Stealth Rocks anymore. We're not Stealth Rocks. We don't care. We don't care about Stealth Rocks. We don't care about Stealth Rocks. And you know, he's just, Flare Blitz is too good. He has Switch Initiative with U-Turn. I actually have been running the Sword Stance variant of him lately. I've never done that until like the past week or so. And you Sword Dance, you know, you are +2, and then priority Brave Bird, like you're one hitting anything. But anyways, guys, so that is our first OU pick. Our second OU, we actually have 4 OU mods. Dang, I didn't even realize that. Alright, so our second OU Mon is Metagross, because like I said, I like Choice Band Metagross better, and no, it was like the second to last round of the draft, and no one had picked him up, so I was like, don't mind if I do, and I did. So we can Choice Band him. He's really, I know there are probably a lot of counters to Gengar, but in my opinion, he's the only one that I'm really threatened by, because everything else I'm like pretty positive that Gengar can handle. Metagross is kind of the only thing that when I have my Gengar in, I'm scared of, because he resists Shadow Ball, he's immune to Sludge Bomb, which those are my two stabs, and you know, he just leaves me to where I'm having to use a lesser attack to hit him, really, and it just, you know, I now have the counter. And Mega Metagross is still out there, but we'll talk about that another day. Okay, so our third OU pick is Dragonite, my man, my boy. It was the end of the draft, and I realized, oh, I don't have a dragon type. I was like, I really need a dragon type, because, you know, dragons are really, really good. And I originally was going to pick up Hydreigon, because I also did not have a dark type. And I know I don't have to have one of each type. Like, I don't have a grass type. I don't have a psychic type except for Metagross. But anyways, I know you don't have to have one of each type, but I like the dark type. I like the immunity to psychic. It was also going to be like a check to that Mega Metagross. And also someone picked up an Espeon, so I could just switch in when I'm predicting a Zen Headbutt or something. Dark type, just that psychic immunity is really good. But Hydreigon got sniped from me. But we did pick up Dragonite because Marvel Scale is really good. You can Choice Band him if I don't bring Metagross, or I can Lumberry. You know, Extreme Speed is really good. Choice Band Extreme Speed. Oh, and my heart. So yeah, I picked Dragonite just because Marvel Scale is really good. He's bulky. He hits hard. He does get Thunderbolt, which is good. And he's a good Mon. And I have him in. Do I have him in this? I don't have him in the ABA, but I use him a lot, and I like him a lot. And our last OU pick is I drafted him very late too. I realized that I did not have a Rock Setter. I think Metagross gets Stealth Rocks, but you know, runs Stealth Rocks on Metagross. That's disgusting. Ugh. Oh, it's disgusting. Anyways, so I needed a Stealth Rock Setter, and I needed a spinner. And I don't like Rapid Spin. I don't like it. I don't like the Pokemon that get it, because it's like in the ABA I have Sandslash, and he's just not good. He's not good, and it just bothers me. You know, I don't like it. But I was like, ooh, Excadrill is still available. That gives me a Steel type other than Metagross. So if I don't want to bring Metagross, like if one week I want to bring Dragonite, Choice Band him instead of Choice Banding Metagross, I can bring Excadrill as my Steel type to cover Fairies, Rock type, you know, Ice, just cover everything, and he can set up rocks and Rapid Spin them away. So it's perfect. It's perfect. He was perfect. He needed to be on the team. He had a perfect spot on the team. You know, I was like, I can't not draft him, and he was available until the second to last round. And I was like, I'll just take you. Thank you. I know I said a lot of Pokemon are available second to last round, and I was taking them. It's because I was 10th, and so I got to pick twice. So that was nice. It sucked being 10th because it actually didn't. It didn't, because the thing that I was really worried about being taken was Mega Gengar, and no one took it. No one took it. So anyways, now we are going into our UU Mons. We do have 3 of them, and there are 2 that I draft for a lot of things. One of them I've drafted in every league because I think he's one of the best Pokemon in the game. I think he should be OU if his defensive stats weren't, you know, kind of booty. But the first one is Suicune, just because I never used Suicune before, because I was always in this mindset of I don't want to use legendaries, and I know Suicune's kind of like a legendary, but you know, like he's not like a Darkrai or an Arceus or anything. He's just like, I'm a legendary. And I know Raikou and Entei are better, but anyways, I went up against Suicune in the PEL, and he's too bulky. He's too bulky. A, I didn't want to have to go up against him, and B, I love using him. He can take hits. He can be physically and specially defensive, because you can build him max defense, bold, and then Calm Mind to get your special defense up. So I mean, he's too good. And Scald is like one of the best moves in the game because of that 30% chance to burn. And it's just, you know, he's just too good of a Mon, and I mainly just didn't want to go up against him, but I also really like having him on the team, and that gives me a really strong physical and special wall on the team, which up until then I had really been lacking because I think he was my 4th pick. Oh no, he was my 3rd. Still, I didn't have a water type, and I also didn't have any walls because I had drafted Mega Gengar and then Talonflame. I was like, I am frail right now. I am not taking any hits. I need something that I can take a lot of hits, both physically and specially. And I was like, ooh, Suicune's still available. Let's get him. And so I did, partially because I didn't want to go up against them, like I said, and partially because I needed him on my team. And so our second UU pick is Machamp, the mon that we have taken in every league we have been in, simply because no guard dynamic punch is too good. And if, you know, a fighting type move, you know, like if fighting isn't going to do that much work on your team against your opponent's team, you can always just guts him and flame orb him. And, you know, but dynamic punch, no guard with the expert belt, that's knocking out anything that's weak to fighting. That's knocking out any dark type, any. Like, it's so good. And even if it doesn't knock out, like even if they're in there with the dark type, you have Machamp and they switch out, something's getting confused because it has a 100% chance of confusion and it doesn't miss. So I mean, like, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you? I would. Why wouldn't you? Ask yourself that. But anyways, our third UU pick is Cloyster. He was my last pick of the draft. It was because I really wanted Ice Shard. I really wanted someone who could get Ice Shard. And I was trying to pick up Mamoswine because he could also set up rocks, and Thick Fat's a really good ability, but it got sniped from me. So I was like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. And then I also wanted Donphan, but that also got swiped from me because that can set up rocks, spin, and get Ice Shard. Like, oh god, that's a good moveset. But I was like, I really want Ice Shard, and Cloyster with Skill Link is really good. With the Rock Blast and Icicle Spear, like I was like, I can roll with Cloyster. I can roll with Cloyster. So I'm gonna do it. I got a Cloyster, and I'm happy about it. So going into our RU picks, we only have 2 RU mons, which is fine with me. I don't really like that tier. I don't really like anything below UU. There are some good mons in there, but I just don't like actually like battling with just them. I like kind of incorporating them with our OU mons and stuff. And our first one is one that I only drafted in the ABA, and I actually wasn't sure if I was going to use him a lot, but he has proven to be a very difficult mon for my opponent to deal with every week, and that's Electress. He's got some decent natural bulk, and if you put an assault vest on him, he can take a lot of hits. If you put it in that max HP, he can switch in on a lot of things. He's only got one weakness, and that's ground, because he's pure electric type, but Levitate gets rid of that. So I mean, I did encounter something with the ABA this week where my opponent brought Smackdown on his Landorus so that he could get hit by Earthquake, but you know, honestly, if I bring Electress and Talonflame, I can always just, if he smacks down, I can predict the Earthquake and switch into Talonflame. So I mean, it's really, he really just takes care of his one weakness with the Levitate, and the Assault Vest makes it to where he can take hits, and he has an amazing move pool. He gets Giga Drain to deal with water types, he gets Flamethrower to deal with steel and grass types and ice types. He gets Knockoff, he gets Super Fang, because Super Fang is one of the best moves in the game. He gets Volt Switch, so he gets initiative. He switch initiative. That's perfect. That's, you know, we have a Volt turns core on our team building up. You know, and it's just it's perfect. Electress is one of the best RU mons in my opinion. I honestly think he's one of the best mons in the game, and if he had some better stats, he could easily be OU. But anyways, we're going into our second RU mon, which is Jolteon. He is a mon that I have wanted to draft in every league, but has always been sniped from me. And he was my 4th round pick, and I saw that he was still available, and I was like, I'm gonna get him. I don't care if I lose out on one of the OU mons that I want. Jolteon's too good. Choice specs, modest. Jolteon is just too good. Shout out to Shady Penguin. And you know, another Volt Switch mon. He gets Shadow Ball, he gets Signal Beam, he just has so many things to deal with, so many different mons. He's too good, and I also just didn't want to go up against him. It was another mon where I was like, ooh, I really want him, he's really good, he would work really well on my team, and I also just didn't want to go up against him because he is such a big threat. And finally, we have our NuMaan, who actually, with the adjustment to the tiers today when this video goes up, because it will be today, Tuesday, got bumped up from NU to RU, which is good. And also like a good for you because you deserve to be there. It's Gramble. I actually have Gramble in all of my leagues, but I haven't been able to use him to as much as I wanted to, because I really like Granbull. I really like him. I really like just how hard he hits, and just how good he is. But I just hadn't been able to use him until recently, and I'm really glad I picked him up in this league, and I hope I can use him to his full potential, because he's got such an amazing attack stat. It's like base 130 or 140 or something like ridiculously high. If his defensive stats were any better, he wouldn't be in U, or now RU. He'd probably be UU, maybe dipping his toe into OU, maybe borderline. But anyways, he is our fairy type. He is our answer for dragons. He does get access to Fire Punch and Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. He does get Heal Bell, which is good. I don't normally run him as a cleric. I don't really like the whole dedicating one Pokemon to only being able to Heal Bell, because if you have him running Heal Bell, you have to really run him defensively, because then he's not going to be able to attack, and that's I don't want to like not use his massive attack stat, because that's pointless. It's like bringing a Gengar and making him physical. That's weird. You wouldn't do that. Why would you do that? So anyways, we did pick up Granbull, and I'm really happy about that. We do have, looking over the draft, we do have a lot of physical attackers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 special attackers. So we are very physically attacking. That's fine. Our special attackers will probably come every week. I can't imagine not bringing Mega Gengar, partially because he's our only Mega, and partially because it's Mega Gengar. Why would I not bring Mega Gengar? I'm not dumb. Anyways, and I can imagine bringing Suicune pretty much every week. I'm probably gonna bring Electress every week, probably, honestly, because I just think he's too good. Like I said, like Assault Vest on him, like his speed stat's not going anywhere. He's not outspeeding anything, but he's gonna take whatever hit you put at him. Oh, it's ridiculous. But yeah, guys, that's everything. I know this is kind of a weird video, and I know that Tuesday is normally sneaking to the top, but excuse me, it's really hard for me to have like a set schedule as to when things are going to go up. I upload pretty much every day, but it's hard for me to be like, okay, Monday is this, Tuesday is this, Wednesday is this, Thursday is this, Friday is this every week, because things come up. Sometimes I don't have as much time to record things as I want, so some of the longer things, like the Pokemon Insurgents Let's Play, I haven't been able to record that this week because I just haven't had time to sit down and record a 40-minute episode. This is actually turning out to be, no, this is only like 20 minutes, if that. It might be only like 10, dang. Alright, never mind. Anyways, getting off topic. So it's just, it's hard for me to say, okay, guys, this is what'll be uploaded on this day. So, and it's also like, I can't say that the leagues will be posted on a certain day, because each week they change. Like the first week it happened on a Tuesday and I uploaded on a Wednesday because of technical things, and then last week we had our battle on Sunday. This week I think we're battling on Saturday. So it's just because none of us do this as a full-time job. We all have, like, I'm in college, I have stuff going on, I run cross country, I have stuff going on. Other people, like one of the guys in the league in the UPC has like a wife and expecting a child, so like we have real life things going on, so it's hard for me to set a set schedule. But I will upload every day or close to every day, because sometimes the weekends get a little iffy because I have cross country meets and stuff, and I have stuff going on and I work. But I really do appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the video. I encourage you guys to go check out the channel if you guys haven't already done that. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe down below. Leave a link to the channel down below. Just because like I said, I do upload every day. I do upload Pokemon stuff. I upload some indie game stuff. I upload some Zelda stuff, some top 5 stuff, and I'm gonna start just trying to add some new stuff to the channel and everything, but it'll still mainly be Pokemon, just because that's kind of what I'm really doing right now. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna get up out of here, and I really want to thank you guys again for checking out the video, and I will see you guys next time.